Welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. Hope everyone is doing fabulous today. So this is going to be a general collective reading, okay? And by the way, I do want to just take a second to thank everyone for returning and welcome all my new subscribers. So welcome back, everyone. So while I was, I hope that this reading will not take as long to upload on YouTube today as yesterday. The reading from yesterday took 5.5 hours to upload, and I was like, what is going on? Okay, anyway, it finally uploaded, and you guys should have got that reading last night or maybe even today. All right, y'all, let's just say a quick prayer and we'll get right into things. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what does the collective need to know for their highest good? Hope you guys have enough light to see me. It's not very bright out right now. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels, what does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to know today for their highest good? We have love offer. Somebody could be extending an olive branch. Somebody could be offering something. Even a gift I'm getting from this. This could be an actual love offer that has been blocked. So this could be, you know, I wasn't so sure, but now I'm pretty sure. This is a love offer that has been blocked. So we're going to get more information. I don't want to speak on anything yet. Emotional pain. Somebody could have tried to block a love offer for you to create some sort of emotional pain, to break your heart. This is interesting because this is along the same line as far as yesterday's reading was. Confusion, illusion. Somebody was trying to create some sort of confusion, illusion. Ooh. Community, ancestors. Okay. So with this love offer and blocked, someone could have tried to block this love offer from you, collective, to create some sort of pain for you, emotional pain for you. They purposely tried to create some sort of confusion, illusion here. But you're highly protected. You could have a whole community of ancestors behind you. Something didn't work here. I almost feel like this is going to be a part 2 to yesterday, you guys. Let's get into this and do some clarifying here. So collective has a whole community of ancestors protecting them from this confusion, illusion, and this emotional pain. You could really be resonating with this, so collective, because if you resonated with yesterday's reading, then you most likely are really going to be resonating with this one as well. Ooh. We have Justice and 4 of Cups. So you are going to have some sort of justice come in here, a balancing of the scales in regards to this person wanting you to feel down, wanting you to feel apathetic, yes, but they wanted you to carry this feeling here of rejection. they may have, whoever did this, whoever blocked this offer for you, could have wanted to purposely create some sort of false narrative that you were unable to control. This could have been something within the community. This could have been something that somebody reached out to this perhaps person you were dating or going to be dating and told them a whole bunch of stuff, and that was lies that would create some sort of blockage here, and blockage between not only you and this person, but you and future people. You may have felt like, let's say this is an ex-partner, okay? And we're just going to use that as an example. I don't know if that's actually what is going to come out, but let's say this is an ex-partner. This particular person could have wanted to exert some type of control over you. Like, in other words, to say like, you're mine, and whether you're with me or not, you're not going to have anybody. So it's me or nobody. And they could have done this because they expected for you to run back to them. They wanted to actually create a blockage with you and this person, and then block everyone else out by way of your thinking, right? So they wanted you to feel badly about not having control of your own life and stop trying to date anyone. This must have been a pretty good catch, though, because if this was just some regular schmegular person, they probably wouldn't have gone to this extent. So it was kind of like striking out all of the future people for months, years to come by just getting this one person to walk away. Because what that does is it essentially makes you feel like, first of all, like you're not, like maybe you don't deserve to have anybody that you think you do, or whatever the situation was here. This person could have even told you, like, if you leave me, I'll destroy your life, or something to that effect. Let's see if we can get anything else out of this. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification for this love offer? What else does the collective need to know about this love offer here? Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to know about this love offer? If there's not a card that comes out in the next couple shuffles, I'm going to switch decks. All right, I'm going to switch decks because oh, dang. So we have Page of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Somebody knew that you would be getting some type of financial offer with this love offer. This particular person that you may have been starting up something new with could have been highly successful. Lived in nice places, driven really nice cars, had multiple cars, and this particular person could have been like watching you, collective, and they were like, oh no, no, this person, she can't get together with somebody that was better than me. So this is a very narcissistic, controlling, egotistical, arrogant individual. And with this love offer came financial stability as well. And they weren't having it. Now, just to recap, yesterday's reading spoke about someone going to prison for what they've done. So whatever this person has done, it's pretty bad. And I'm guessing that if the person, let's say this person, this highly influential or from high status, high financial status. If this particular person was to find out that this person, let's say your ex, if this is who it is that did this, if this, let's just call this person wealthy for lack of a better term. If this wealthy person that you were about to date found out that they were being intentionally blocked by means of lies about you, that is game over for your ex. Because this person, this new person, isn't looking at this as causing just you emotional pain. It's caused them emotional pain. So they could be upset that they got, like, their life had been messed with. Yeah, this was a plan. Two of Wands. So there could be an Aries involved, an Aries masculine that's involved in this situation. I'm picking up boss energy here. Now, this person could also be this boss energy that somebody planned to keep you away from. So we have Wheel of Fortune and Death reversed. Somebody didn't want you to transform in your life, collective. Somebody didn't want you to have good things, to be happy without them. They wanted you to be just stuck waiting for your ships to come in. Yeah, and you're this high priestess that's highly spiritual, has highly what's the word I'm looking for? It's intuitive, but it's like extremely gifted when it comes to using your intuition. And the reason I say this is because it's not as easy as just being like, oh, you know, you're so intuitive. No, you have to know how to work with your intuition. You have to understand by experience, by things happening in your life that are pretty serious, for you to have learned to trust your intuition in this way. So you're a highly connected high priestess. They were trying to block this, and now this person is regretful. I'm getting that they're regretful because they didn't see what they had with you. They only saw what they lost. It wasn't this wasn't the fact that, I mean, it may have been the fact that they lost you. But you can see they're so busy worried about these 3 cups that are on the ground. They're not even paying attention to the 2 that they have. So they could have been so consumed with, perhaps, let's say if this is an ex, you leaving them, that they didn't realize how much they had gained. And this could be simple things like they gained a lot just by being in your presence, by learning from you, by your love, right? Yeah, because it was an equal give and take with you. You could have been financially very giving and very balanced. This could have been really hard for this person. And the reason I say that is because they've never felt this way before. They're just not used to someone being in charge, taking initiative, making sure that the home is taken care of, the kids are taken care of, they are taken care of. And in yesterday's reading, I mentioned something about you could have cut this person off intimately. Like you could have said, like the only thing that you could pull back without being like this. Okay, you could have known that this was an obvious thing that you could have chosen to pull back on your energy on, because you knew that this person valued intimacy so much. So you could have thought like, I'm not getting my needs met in this relationship. I'm giving everything. I'm equally giving to this person. And you could have been realizing that it was just a little bit off. Like, see, there's giving 3 here and there's 2 here. So I said it was equal give and take, but it was actually not fully equal give and take. So you could have pulled back your intimacy with this person, and they could have noticed this, and you knew they would notice it, and that's why you did it, to prove a point. But let's just say, rather than this point being proven, you could have been accused of cheating or something. Which is what fueled this person to block you. Yeah, and create these burdens. They wanted you to feel the weight of something. The weight of not being with them. They wanted you to feel this emotional pain that they felt by blocking you. They could have wanted you to not see it was them blocking you. She has a blindfold on. So they didn't want you to see this. Somebody here could be like Libra rising. No, Libra moon. Yeah. And we have 6 of swords. Sorry, you guys. I don't think I said this. 2 of swords. My bad. Sometimes I get so into these readings, I forget to even say it. Okay. So, and this equals, okay, so we have 6 of swords and 2 of swords, which equals 8 of swords. So they wanted you to move on in this mindset that you weren't maybe good enough for this particular person. That you weren't, that something they said you weren't able to defend yourself about. So whatever they said, it was so bad that you weren't even given the opportunity to defend yourself. This was all confusion, illusion. All right, clarify confusion, illusion, Holy Spirit. Oh, 10 of Cups in reverse. Says it all. So, yeah, this person was trying to create an issue with your happiness, your happiness when it came to family. Your happiness, they could have blocked family as well. They could have been trying to keep, your family under some sort of illusion or confusion about you. They could have been trying to say that you were super emotional. So we have Knight of Swords. It says Prince of Swords, but something about, wow, okay. Really? This is sick. This person could have even wanted your own family to think negative on you, so they would... This person emotionally manipulated somebody here to do something with the police, you guys. This could have been a family member. Oh, so you would be watched by the police. They could have manipulated someone to do this for them. Like this person may have convinced your own family that you were so emotionally messed up that you needed to be in jail or something like that. And we have Tower in reverse. Whatever happened here, though, this didn't pan out. Yeah, this was their wish fulfillment. And whatever it was, this wish fulfillment to for you to have a tower, it didn't happen. Because you're so protected. Clarify, ancestors. Yeah, this person could have actually manufactured this. And so we have Three of Pentacles. I don't think I said earlier either, you guys. I'm so sorry. Nine of Cups in reverse. Anyway, I'm sorry. You guys have to forgive me, okay? So this person could have structured something here. Like built something. Manufactured something. When it came to some type of happiness, there could be three people involved here. I'm getting, though, that somebody actually celebrated too soon, not realizing how protected you really are. Three of Cups in reverse. So somebody definitely could have celebrated too soon here, not accounting for the fact that you have a whole community of ancestors protecting you. Yeah, they worked real hard to do whatever it is they did here. This was possibly with confusion, illusion. They wanted you to be this wounded warrior, collective. Yeah, they put 10 swords in your back. And then thought that your whole community of ancestors weren't going to come for them. So that could be, you know what's interesting is that reading that I did yesterday could actually be the second reading. This could actually be like the reason for everything. Clarify, community. Oh. They wanted you to be looked at. They wanted this King of Pentacles, this stable, masculine here, energy, okay? They wanted this person to look at you as the Empress in reverse. So they wanted you, these swords that they put in your back, they worked really, really hard to do here. They manufactured a whole bunch of BS. This was their wish fulfillment. To create problems with your home life. They didn't want you to move on with this person. Because you would have had a good life. This particular King of Pentacles could have been somebody high in the community or somebody with high community status. And if you were an Empress in reverse, they would have had no choice but to leave you behind. And with this Empress in reverse, it's you know, somebody who is not able to that isn't fertile, who doesn't bring things to the table, so has nothing to bring to the table, isn't successful, isn't stable. Yeah, they took action here. They started this because they wanted you to feel, with Ace of Wands and Five of Pentacles, they wanted you to be left out in the cold. They just didn't want you to thrive. They didn't want you to have this partner that was of high status in the community, who was successful. There could be a Taurus involved. A Taurus female as well involved in this situation. With this King of Pentacles, this could have been something about an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, something about a Pisces. You could be this high priestess energy here, this Pisces energy, or have Pisces somewhere in your chart. Excuse me, y'all. Let me see. Yeah. There could be a Virgo involved as well. Justice. Libra. You're getting justice for this collective. This could be long overdue. This is long overdue for what you went through here. It could have been years that you've been dealing with something. But this is the thing, this is what I'm getting, is you may have known, collective, that if you had you left this person, which I'm getting you did, right? So had you left this person, you knew what you were to expect. You knew that you were not going to be able to date for a second. You could have been okay with that. And it was like, okay, so like you could have realized that you needed time to heal after this relationship with this person. And so you could have thought, oh, well, it's no big deal. If they do something, they do something. Because, again, I'm getting this person threatened to do something to harm you or to make your life a living HELL, right? And so you could have just thought, well, that's okay because I need time. I need some time to do some shadow work after being with this effed up person, right? After dealing with their betrayals. So, yeah, you weren't wanting any offers. You knew you were going to be denying offers here. This person could be getting some sort of major, okay, they wanted you to be in your head about this, but you weren't. You already were going to be very careful about who you chose to be with this Four of Cups again showing up, along with Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you were ready to perhaps be on the bottom of the wheel. You could have known that there was something that could transpire with this person, and it was like, well, either I stay with this person. So this is what I'm getting. You could have thought, well, if I stay with this person, right, you're going to be miserable. So really, what did you have to lose? Why not completely be done with them? And know that, like, you're going to just have to deal with an adjustment period. This person really wanted you to be in your head, collective. They didn't want you to be able to move on. They didn't want you to move on. I just heard have their cake and eat it too. This could be somebody you dated for a really long time, collective. You could have thought that you were going to be with this person forever and have, you know, a happy life that was stable and successful and be financially well off. Whatever someone did here with the law backfired. This could have been a Capricorn now that is in their head about something. With the Devil, Eight of Swords, and King of Swords. With the Eight of Wands in reverse. This backfired. This could have been something like somebody, you know, contacting the authorities or taking authority over your life. This backfired 100% and fast. All right, let's get some. Let's get some oracle cards. closed yet. Let's see, what did this person do? Hold on. Is this the deck that I want? No, sorry, hold on 1 second. I'm getting this person did a whole heck of a lot. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify love offer, please. What do we need to know about this? What did this, yeah, this person chose to go down this path. They could have even traveled. What else do we need to know? Ooh, whatever they did was abuse. They wanted you to be neglected. They just wanted this. Like, this is, oh. Somebody could have been planning to, if somebody lives in the desert here, this person could live in the desert. Something about a meeting. Somebody could have met with someone here in the desert and to have you poisoned. And somebody at this meeting could have revealed something. This could have been a meeting somebody had had in the desert. So let's say somebody lives in like the desert of California, Las Vegas, you know, Nevada somewhere, or even Oregon. There's some kind of desert out there. This was a Capricorn, you guys. Or let me rephrase that. We have the devil. This could have been a Capricorn. It was a Capricorn. This could be the person that you dated, and if they aren't Capricorn, like zodiacs, they could be have Capricorn heavily aspected in their chart somewhere. Clarify block, no access. This could have been, yeah, we have gift. Somebody could have even paid someone to do something behind the scenes here. Your gifts could have actually prevented you from being poisoned, though, collective. Y'all, I don't like this at all. Now that we have that poison card and gift, this gives this Five of Cups a new meaning. This person could have tried to poison you 3 times in total. The first could have started in the desert or something. And your gifts could have prevented this from happening. So you could have like remember what I was saying earlier about you could be highly intuitive. And again, you could be this person that's very highly intuitive, and it's because you've been through so much that's allowed you to perceive your gifts in a way that you are able to use. So let's say that you've had crimes perhaps committed on you. No, not to trigger anyone, but perhaps you've been through a lot of things that could have ended you, right? And so you've learned to work with your intuitive gifts, and the way I know it to be, because I'm this highly intuitive, high priestess energy here, who has been gifted the ability to see things in real time, which is really difficult. And the reason I've been gifted that from probably my ancestors, from it being just the divine plan for me to come in, right, and deal with these things. So it's taken me decades. So a lot of times people say to me, like, when I'm doing readings, they're like, well, how can I become more intuitive like you? It is something that is it's almost impossible to do, and I don't want to, speak negatively in this way about baby or childlike souls, because when you're a baby or child soul, or young soul, I should say, you are kind of, it's like you're just going through life and having to learn after different lifetimes that your soul has come in, right? So it's just kind of like you're just trying to make your way around with a blindfold on, and you don't know what intuitive gifts you have until something happens. And sometimes it can take I think it's more than 2 or 3 lifetimes, but 2 or 3 lifetimes, it can take in this lifetime, 3 plus decades to actually refine your intuitive gifts. Because what happens is, and I know some of you all are going to disagree with me, but remember, I'm just speaking from experience, okay? I have had one thing after another happen to me with crimes committed against me. And a lot of people will be like, I wonder what your birth chart says that would make it be that way. There's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not just certain signs. It's not, what day, time, everything I was born. Yes, those are important factors. However, I know that my journey, my soul's journey through this lifetime, is to prevent others from being harmed in the same way I've been harmed. And I've had to learn this from a very young age. I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. And I have encountered a lot of not so savory people in my life. Okay? And that just comes with the territory. When you're young and your brain is still 10 years or so away from being developed at that age, you have to learn the hard way. And it came very quickly, I would have to say, for me, to the point where I was like, okay, I see what's happening here. I am now like dealing with a situation and I'm getting out of it because I trusted my intuition. I remember each time I went through a situation that I had a specific feeling right before it happened. And I have grown and learned to trust that feeling. These are feelings that some people, we all have intuition, right? But some people's path that they've chosen may actually hinder this ability. And when I say that, it's because, let's say that you have a completely different path in life. Let's say you lived at home until you're 25 years old, or you still are living at home, or whatever, and there's no shade in that, no shame in that, okay? But because you are protected, right, from some of the things that someone who is still a teenager and has to go through, just by default, by the things that they have to be exposed to. And these are things that if you were exposed to them later on in life, it would probably not have the same effect, because you would be more developed. Emotionally, your brain would be fully developed. Your brain isn't fully developed until you're around 25 years old. So I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm just trying to explain, and I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but I'm trying to explain that for someone here, you could be highly intuitive and you could be an old soul. You could have had time to, over many lifetimes, to become very in tune with who you are, what you want, what you will and won't put up with. If somebody's doing something to harm you, hurt you, create some sort of issue for you. And each time, if somebody tried to poison you 3 times, each time you got out of this collective, whether it be you threw something away because you didn't trust it, or something happened to the people that were trying to poison you to keep it from happening, or whatever. This person could actually have 2 more. They could be like, oh, I'm so upset that they didn't get poisoned these 3 times, but I still have 2 cups over here. Like, I don't want to take this a negative way, but we do have this out here. I would be lying if I said anything else, you guys. Somebody could have actually paid somebody to do this. They could have said, here, I'll give you this much money first, and then after you do it, I'll give you the last. So they could have paid somebody. They could have even paid somebody with a gift. But again, I'm really getting that you are highly gifted when it comes to your intuition. And you could actually be a Pisces collective. You could be really connected to your past over loved ones. You could feel their presence all the time with you. You could even get like, you could even be like getting out of the corner of your eye. Certain times when you're just sitting like by yourself, you could be like seeing an orb go by, but it's really hard to see orbs in real time. Like, we've seen them before when I've started doing prayers here on the channel, in some of, in a lot of videos. We've seen the orbs come up. As soon as I start saying angels, ancestors, guides, the orbs are like popping around all over, right? So you can maybe feel like you see those. And these are your ancestors, your community of ancestors that are watching over you, protecting you. This could also be part of the reason why this poisoning didn't work. We have water. So someone could have tried to freaking poison your water, collective. You've got to be kidding me. Is this really coming out? My goodness. Someone could have tried to poison your water. Somebody could have given you a gift and it was poisoned. Can I get one more, please? Something about, normally I would take this energetically, like somebody was trying to do something to your power, but I'm getting that somebody was trying to snuff out your light. Your power. They didn't like this. Somebody doesn't like this. Oh, lovely. A cult. There's a group of people here, perhaps, that are involved in this. This person, I've been saying this person, assuming that this is an ex the entire time, and it could be, but this could be like an ex-friend, an ex-group of people that you never really knew. Oh, police. Huh. Oh my goodness. The police could be well aware that this cult perhaps tried to poison you, collective. They could have tried to poison your water supply. So it's interesting. These people were celebrating. It's interesting that this is being said, because I have always been one of those people that likes to save. Like, I don't like to drink out of plastic bottles. It's also really bad for the environment. So I always use like a glass bottle and or stainless steel, and usually have like a water dispenser, right? With the little thing and the water comes out, and you get these big bottles and you put it on top of the water dispenser. But I was guided to stop using that because I was actually dealing with a similar situation like this. I have because I've been poisoned twice in the last 4 years that I know of anyway. One time I thought I was going to die because of it. And yeah, we won't go into that. But with this power supply and water, this could have been your water supply. So if you drink, now I don't want to make anybody paranoid. That is definitely not my intention. But I was called to stop using the dispenser because if for some reason somebody did want to get to me and they wanted to do something, they could have put something in my water supply. Now, this is the thing though, it's dependent on how much water's in the supply. So if somebody tried to poison your water, the more water, the more it's going to dilute whatever the substance is. You could have got sick from something, a situation such as that, but because there was a lot of water, it diluted whatever the effects were. So you could have just got tired or something. These people celebrated too soon. They were having a party. This cult was having a party for whatever it is that they were trying to do here. They could have thought this was funny, and they also could have thought that this was hidden. So these people could be like bad reptilians. Just saying. Now they're trying to clean something up. They could have tried to clean something up by putting something in the trash. Or now this trash is trying to clean something up. I don't like to assume this is negative, but clarify emotional pain. Ooh. Somebody could have tried to clean something up by burying something in a landfill. Whatever it is they tried to burden you with, they could have expected you to not see something here. Somebody could have been trying to make you insecure by whatever it is that they did here, messing with a love offer. This reading is taking a turn. I mean, it's what I'm saying, but it's just taking a turn here. There could be a Capricorn involved with a cult. There could be like an ex involved here with a cult. Or this ex is part of, I don't know, trying to get the police to come in and do something. Let's get some more information. Somebody could be really burdened by something here. Setting the record straight. You could be feeling, okay, so with insecure and setting the record straight, whoever contacted the police here could be dealing with a lot of emotional pain because they're insecure about something. Somebody could be setting the record straight when it comes to this. I don't know what this aliens. Okay. So somebody's trying to say you're an alien, and that others, they reported you to the police saying that you were an alien. Now, this doesn't have to be the actual police, but this could be any 3-letter agency. Ooh, and I got goosebumps all of a sudden, you guys. Somebody could have said that people should be worried about you, that the public should be insecure because you're an alien. This is coming from the reptilian, of course. This person's sick. They could have been like throwing rocks and hiding their hand and like watching. So like they did something here. And now they're watching to see what happened. They could have poisoned someone and waited to see if something happened. So going back to the poisoned water supply. I was going to say something important. I don't use water dispensers like that anymore. Now that I've gone through this situation where I have been poisoned, it's always been through a drink. So that may just be something someone needs to hear. Like perhaps, I don't want to make anyone paranoid. Okay, so like don't freak out. Don't get paranoid, right? Just make sure you're using your intuition. Make sure you're listening when your intuition speaks to you. Get to know and learn that feeling, that gut feeling that you get. It's usually like right in this pit of your stomach right here. Clarify confusion illusion. Fulfilling a fantasy. This is one sick mofo. Their fantasy was to inject a whole lot of confusion into your life, a whole lot of illusions to cause some sort of tower. This was their wish fulfillment. This person is sick. Now, this person doesn't have to be a Capricorn. They could have Capricorn highly aspected in their chart, but really all they really are is somebody who is best friends with the devil. Let's just put it that way. This person is so indistinguishable compared to the devil. Like, this person and the devil are like twins. That's how far into their shadow self. This person could have some sort of an attachment as well. Also, I'm getting this person, they had to have been paid. You know, the person that you know didn't just show up at your house and be like, oh, I'm going to poison this person because, you know, they're not going to show up with their actual face and do it because you're going to recognize them or whatever. Revenge. This was out of revenge. So whatever this devil did was for revenge. It was fulfilling a fantasy of revenge. And they could have also tried to do something with your finances, cause some sort of bank failure for you. They could have come to your job. They could have been watching you at your job. This was a bad choice that's getting them in prison. I don't know what kind of job you have, collective, but whatever it is, their actions are being traced. Somebody was trying to cause you bank failure by coming perhaps to your job. They could have even come to your neighborhood. They made a bad choice to come to your job, try to block your finances, tried to cause problems with your bank, tried to cause some sort of tower, have you watched, tell everybody. They could have come to your job. Let's say you have an online platform. Let's say you're on social media, some form or another. You could be like on in real time. You could do like lives or whatever it is that each platform calls it, right? This person could have set you up to come onto your job to make you look emotional about something that you weren't. So someone could have used a prior situation in your life and come onto your platform and was antagonistic about something here to put you into your emotions, to cause this tower. They could have been trying to get you fired by getting you over emotional about something. Something about tantric sex? This person could be straight up missing. They know that they could be going to jail or something, and they're traveling, they're missing. They could be in a forest somewhere, at a lake, around some water. Someone could have been saying you were having some sort of weird sex with people. Now, okay, just because I'm saying weird doesn't mean that I think tantric sex is between two loving individuals. Okay, but there could be some sort of weird thing. Yeah, this person was trying to, wow. So this person was caught on camera trying to manipulate something and cause a passing. So this person who did all this, collective, they were caught on camera trying to do this. They manipulated somebody to do something here, whether it was manipulated something when it came to causing your passing, or this could have been a manipulation of some sort of substance. This could have been a manipulation of cameras. This could have been a manipulation to cause a passing. Manipulation of another person to cause this. All of these things this person has done, they're going to jail for. And you could be like, yeah, and if you want to call me an alien, so be it. Don't care. Next. All right. Clarify. Oh, dang. Greed. Somebody did this for money. Again, somebody paid someone to do this. Somebody's so greedy. So whoever got paid to do this is so greedy. They didn't even care they were seen on surveillance. Clarify, ancestors, please. Now they're trying to run away. Listen, your ancestors don't play. And these people are trying to run away from whatever this is. Whether this is a cult, whether this is an ex, see it as you will, but someone's trying to run away from something. They could have been real greedy in the way that they wanted to cause problems for you. It was all or nothing. Didn't I say that in the beginning? Or was that a different reading? With the amount of things that they did here, this was a really bad choice. They could have taken a payment from someone. We have SEX shop. I don't know what that means yet. Fake friends. This could have been to someone that was a fake friend to you that's now wanting to run away. They were so greedy that they took a payment here. This could be something, this person could have like a high SCX drive. I don't know what this sex shop means. Sorry, y'all. Let me see. Someone could have said you were open. Here. Okay, look, I don't know. I find this funny, but somebody could have said your legs are open like an SEX shop. Sorry, I think that's funny. Keeping a secret, keeping you a secret. You could have been keeping your ancestors a secret. You could have not said anything about this because you knew you were protected. Now, the other thing is this person could be keeping secrets from you about friends that they had that were SEX friends. Take it how it resonates, okay? Clarify community. Spouse, partner. This was your spouse or partner if that was keeping you a secret. So they could have been acting like you were like some mistress. You could have been like the main person here, and they were like faked passing. Somebody could be trying to say that they faked, like this wasn't real, this poisoning, it was nothing. It was fake. Just trying to, you know, psych you out a little bit. No. This person's footprint could be all over it, whether this be an electronic footprint or they could have left a fingerprint on something. Clarify community. We have grandparents dating and in their feels. So you could have a grandparent who wants justice for you. Justice for you being in your feels about losing this person that you were dating. This must be like this person you were supposed to be dating, that this person or whoever it is tried to mess up here. This love offer, somebody tried to mess up for you. It was destined for you to be with this person. Destined. We have check yourself. So your ancestors could be coming in and being like, you better chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what they could have literally been saying to this person. They could have given this person opportunity after opportunity to check themselves. Now, this is the other thing. We have in their feels, dating, and check yourself. Somebody could have said someone had a STI, STD, whatever you guys call them these days. You may need to actually check yourself after dating someone. Take it how it resonates. If you're celibate, then, you know, that's not something you perhaps need to worry about, but everyone should be checking themselves regularly. Anyway. Secret. Somebody could have had a secret marriage behind the scenes. This person, okay, remember what I was saying, that you could have been the side piece and thought you were the main piece. Does that make sense? I'm trying to just, this person was keeping you a secret from their partner. What? Yeah, they don't want to hear it. They could have been keeping you a secret from their partner that they're married to. Oh my goodness, I see it now. Okay, so remember I was saying that remember when I said this fake death had like this person's fingerprint all over it? This came after spouse and partner, or before, one of the two. So, and then we have marriage, secret. and faked passing. Somebody told, oh my God, yes, that is correct. Whew, sorry, y'all, I'm getting major ringing in my ear. Okay, this is correct. Somebody told their partner that they were married to that your relationship with them was over. This person could have been back and forth between you and this person. They could have been married to this person and been dating you. And every time you could have been like inching towards marriage with this individual, they could have got weird. And you could have just chalked this up to, well, this person is just acting weird because it's like committing forever. No, this person was already freaking married. And they were dating secretly behind the scenes. They were dating you behind the scenes, and they told their partner that this was over. They faked this ending in your relationship. They said it was over. Oh, I'm not seeing him or her anymore. They were keeping you a secret. This somebody here was telling this person you need to check yourself. And I'm getting that this could be taken either way. You get what I'm saying, right? Someone was in their feels. Ooh, someone was in their feels. This person's partner could have wanted to get you out of the picture as well. Somebody doesn't want to hear it. This person who's involving all sorts of different people in their lives, yeah, they don't want to hear it about this evidence of an affair. This could have happened over social media, so they said they put an end to this. Somebody's depressed. So somebody could have been depressed. This could have been, I don't know, let's see. They could have had a family with this person, kids. They know they effed up and now they're getting legal proceedings because they organized some sort of crime here and got caught and kicked to the curb. This could be because of jealousy. This person could have found out that they were getting played, that they actually loved, this other person loved you. This could have been a crime of passion, you guys. I don't know. You have to take it how it resonates for you, but that's what the cards say. All right, where are we at on time? All right, y'all. So again, we have justice. We have imprisonment. The police could be knowing about all of this stuff that transpired. These bad choices of revenge are what's going to bring injustice and imprisonment. All right, let's get some signs, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to make this a part 2 from the reading yesterday. I think I am. Let me know. Do you guys think it's a part 2? I think I'm going to definitely mark this as a part 2 because it really feels like it is. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some signs? Signs of season in which something transpired. Signs. Pisces, Libra. Somebody could be a Pisces, Libra rising. There could be a Leo involved. You could be a Leo. Something could have happened in Leo season. Something could have happened in Scorpio or season, or someone's a Scorpio. Libra again. So the first Pisces, Libra was Libra rising Pisces. Now we have Libra out. So someone could actually be a Libra. Gemini. For sure, Capricorn. Ooh, we have Gemini again. Leo again. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put this candle out. It's giving me a headache. Yuck. Pisces again. Virgo. There could be a Virgo involved, or something could have transpired in Virgo season. Or they could be a Virgo. We have Cancer. Gemini again. Dang. There's a serious Gemini involved here. And Sagittarius. And then on the bottom of the deck, Gemini again. There could actually be this person who took part in this collective could actually have Geminis aspected heavily in their chart. Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo again. So the only thing we didn't really have come out is Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, and Taurus. Those are the only ones that didn't come out. Let's get a positive message to close out this reading. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to hear for a positive message to close out this reading? What does the collective need to hear? We have key, opportunity, and bullseye. I get this one a lot, but you may be needing to focus on some new opportunity that you have coming in here. Let's read it. I don't think we've ever got this key once in my readings since I've been on YouTube in the last year. So let's read it. So there could be some doors that are going to be opening for you now, collective. Something about the number 17. This also speaks of 8, strength, karma. What goes around comes around. Okay, so we also have, okay, look in this keychain. Do you see the keychain here? This is like, signifies like the universe. There's planets and stars. You could have opportunities opening up to you, collective, because of your intuition. You could be the key to something as well. So you could be the key to a situation. You could be a key witness in something. Get ready, because opportunity is a knocking on your door and handing you the key. You could be receiving multiple opportunities or feel like pathways that were once blocked are now available to you. Take advantage of offers coming your way, but remember to stay in control. Just because you have the key doesn't mean you have to go through the door. You can always place it in your back pocket until you are ready. Use discernment when deciding what to accept and what to leave behind. It is your call on how you choose to move forward. The key also symbolizes access, detachment, and freedom. You may be inspired to try new things or be ready to pursue an opportunity without fear of the outcome. Now is the time to unlock your potential. So additional meanings or blocks could be being lifted here. You could be purchasing a new car or a new home, starting a new business, or some sort of business opportunity could be coming your way. You could also be able to pursue what you have been waiting for. So if there's something that you've really wanted to do, you may be unlocking some sort of wisdom or knowledge or learning how to go about doing something here. Somebody may actually be contemplating on whether or not they should be a reader, a tarot reader. You could be very intuitive, collective. This could be if you are looking for specific signs on whether or not you should be a reader or use your intuition. Doesn't necessarily have to be a tarot reader, but you could do any number of things with your intuition. You could read tarot, you could do different things with it. If so, and you've been contemplating whether or not to do that, this could be your sign that if you choose to go this route now, any blocks that have been in place will be lifted for you to do this. You may need to start a business around it. Something specific about unlocking some sort of knowledge, even. You could be so like in touch with, okay, you could have noticed in your life that when you pray, your prayers, you could feel like your prayers are heard. You could feel like if you pray for something logical, right? If you need a car, then, praying for a car is something that sounds realistic, right? Now, if you're just praying to get a better car or drive the nicest car or whatever, then I don't feel like that's really something to pray for. But that's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't pray for that. I feel like your prayers are answered when you pray for something that makes sense. It's not from a place of overconsumption or greed or just to have the biggest, best, whatever, right? That comes with wealth. That comes with stability. That comes with the things that, and even to one person that might not be important, to others it might. Okay, so you could be getting a new car, but only if you need it. But what I'm getting is that you could be praying, and if it's something logical, you receive it. So you could be praying that you're able to start some sort of new business and be successful. You could be praying that you can easily acquire the last $1,000 of a down payment for a car, or get your own home, which is something that's really logical to get. And this is the thing about acquiring real estate is you can help others by providing real estate. So if you already have one home, and getting another home isn't illogical in my mind. Whatever you're praying for, your prayers will be heard if it's something that makes sense. Okay? And so these blocks will be lifted for you. Some sort of opportunity could be coming back around for the second time. Remember when I said 17, that's an 8. What goes around comes around. Some opportunity could be coming back towards you, collective. Could be coming back around because you missed it the first time. But remember, just because a door opens doesn't mean you have to go through it. You will know. You may not feel ready for something, but it may be time to start learning and getting knowledge on something. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, you guys. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. It really helps the channel get these messages out to others. And I would love to have you subscribe if you would like. And I love you guys very much. I hope that this reading clarified or confirmed something that you're already aware of. And if you haven't seen yesterday's reading, so the reading right before this one, and you want to check it out, go check it out. Because it's going to be number 1 to this reading. Honestly, I feel like this reading is number 1 because the outcome is in the first reading. but I've already posted it, so I'm not going to change it. So I'll just make this number 2. So anyway, I love you guys. I will see you guys on the next one. And yeah, bye.